Yeah, yes. Good day, good day, good day, good day. Bless up to each and everyone. You don't know as it's match day, fans, it's match day. Yeah, right around the corner again. Wow, nerve wracking day, people. Nerve wracking day. I tell you, man. Sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up, wondering if this going to be the day. People. So look, checking in as usual, bless up to the people and bless up to the fans and right around the globe. Bless up to the New Caledonian fan, not the New Caledonian fan. My apology to the Leopards fans, the DRC fans them. You understand? Bless up to the DRC fans them. Much respect to you. You understand? But I feel like today, yeah, I'm gonna spend a bit more time talking about the fraud. Yeah, the fraud them. We're gonna talk about the fraud them where have that big red banner across them flag and that star and the two blue patches around their flag. We're going to talk about the fraud them, man, because me still a double down. Me still a double down for what me I say. Them mania, as much as them in at the top 10 best African team in a ranking, think them about 8 or 9, but me I tell you the God Almighty truth, I think them fraud is all what people thinks. Yeah, they are right in around the same area of where their players, and farm with their club like the Reggae Boyz team. And look, the black, green, and gold, what happen about? We're not upon best of terms right now when it comes on to, very good performance and stuff like that. We're not there yet. But we can't make the fraud them come and decide that, oh, the Reggae Boyz team already. We don't need them to come tell that it in our face. But when I make it seems like, say, the DRC team is an outright better nation than the Reggae Boyz. Nah. History not tell me that. Recent times not really tell me that. The two real good results on a get. I want to beat Cameroon 1-0. Yeah, I 1-up. And then I bring the game to penalty with the Nigerian team that draw 1-1 pan the day. But them Friday what we're going to play later, the best of team win. But we can't make the man them come and ambush up on our own turf. The game I play in our region, the man them where I do the video, the Jamaican YouTubers, like the man them in the comment section will ambush every Jamaican YouTuber. Like, bro, we can't afford them money I come from way across the Mediterranean Sea. I come and go like them want come ambush with in our region, pan our own platform. That nah go so no sanky no sing so. But what we have to do is, yeah, we have to take a page out of them book because you see the fraud them DR Congo, them believe in them country as much as them think that they are on top of the world because at Jamaica them gonna play them feel like them is superior more than our team. No, this team, the fraud DR Congo no more superior than this Reggae Boy team. None of them no superior. None of them. The two team them, they are right below the waistline of they shouldn't be right there because the players that them have, they should be performing a lot more better. You understand? And I feel like, the coaching DRC should be getting, much better, but you can argue upon, results in their probably last 5 to 6 games that, they are getting some positive results. You understand? But them fraud, yeah, not supposed to come on our platform and ambush with. Yeah, them not supposed to come on the pitch in a Guadalajara in around 6 hours from now, come ambush with our home turf, our place to work up a play, and we have to go show the fraud them that listen, our turf, this go back over so go fight in the war. This is our place. And we get two pick up the cherry. 2 pick. Other nations don't have the luxury to still be in their region to play the second game, the second bite at the cherry and their home turf. Mexico are our place. The Mexican fans them are gonna come out and them are gonna cheer for us. Yeah, the fraud them full up down there. Yeah, man, the blue and red fraud them leopards them full up down there. Them are gonna out in the stadium. But we are gonna see who for goes strong pan the day. You understand? We are going to say who for goes strong on the day because we have to come out and we have to play some football. We have to bring the game to them. We have to come out to the A game. Have to come out to the A game. I mean, I'm going to sit down here and tell you, say, the fraud them not have some players that can hurt us because this are the things, right? A team like DRC, right? A team like DRC, them players not up on top form for them club currently. Yeah. Are just one or two of them really playing up to expectation. Yeah, it's like the fraud them go the gozo are work. The fraud them I try act the fraud them I try act the stream people, you know, but we are jobless people and you don't know African brothers, we still respect them, but them are fraud. The fans them are fraud, them not speak the truth. Yeah, the fans them, I think the DRC fans them not speak the truth, you know, to be honest. Them not speak justice. Them not come and say, we as Reggae Boyz fans, we are look on them team and we are say, yo, their midfield is top notch when on the continent, for them own fans, I say one of their biggest issue is how the midfield can control the games in the big moments. And at this, what me I say is going back and piggyback to what I was saying about them being a fraud team, but them have players that can hurt us, and them have players that can turn up on the given day and bring in a magnificent performance. But the Reggae Boyz have the history of allowing team, even the not the best and the best, to come on the day and to have a world-beating moment in the game where they just take the game away from us. So this can happen. So we have to make sure that we minimize and how we allow them key players, yeah, to get in our face. We cannot allow them, you know, time and space on the football because we know say them have good players in the midfield, you know, especially, you know, that player that played in the six, that Afro-looking guy that played in Greece. He's playing some very good football. Looking at his stats, you know, looking at some other, you know, in game that he played as well, that he played against some other teams, and you know, reading some reports around him, and he's playing, you know, some very good game, you know, for his club team. But when you look at him, when you look at Sadiki, you know, they are very good player. But Sadiki and Sunderland best creative influencer in that team. He's just an energetic player. He's just a player that, you know, very fit, you know, is very strong. And he have a little bit of capabilities where he can hurt teams. But him isn't that player where we should be like, okay, he's nowhere near around the creating influence of Sunderland team. He's just a very good player, role player, you know, in that start level where he can hurt. he can hurt us. And these players will look like a world beater when they come and play against the Reggae Boyz team. Yeah, them are going to come and look like a world beater because of the standard around the game. But when you look on the fans, them especially talking about Noah, they be knowing that, listen, he's been underperforming for the national team. But because, you know, on our national team, we don't know really a go on, you know, them speak a different language, and, you know, it's very crucial of tap into their space and try to understand what really are going on, you know, in the French-speaking country. But the fraud them, the fans, them now split justice. And the players, I'm looking at it like, these guys are beatable. Like, these guys are beatable. Like, I'm going to say it as well. These guys are beatable. They are not world beaters. They are not superior more than the Reggae Boyz team. The Reggae Boyz team isn't playing up to par. You know, we've been playing atrocious. We're playing trash football. But the fraud them not play much football as well. The fraud them barely can score. It's been around probably 4 to 5 months. Yohan, you know, play for the national team. Look at Bakambu. He's not even the freaking top striker in at this club. He's not in getting the starts. But on the show later, these guys can hurt us. But we cannot go into that game and be fair. Can't be fair. We have to be brave. We have to be brave. We have to be mighty. We have to be strong. We cannot be complacent in this game because the players, they slightly have the, you know, the advantage over our players, where when who you need to gamble and you think, you know, can really nick a performance in the game, I probably can give them that, you know, because they have that extra bit of a quality, but it's not showing at their club. But a quality player at any given day, he can erupt like a volcano. And us as Reggae Boyz players as well, we have to look into ourselves, you know, we have that bit of quality as well that, you know, we can hurt them. So I think the less mistake, you know, the team make on the day is going to win, and the team that's going to be more productive, you know, on the day and take the opportunity and stick to the game plan and play as a unit, I see that team winning that game, you know, later from now. But the fraud them, they are not superior. They are not superior. I'm going to say this, man. Look, I'm going to give you guys, you know, some stats of this DR Congo team, you know, the running history leading up, you know, to tournaments, big tournaments. They are not that. They are not all of that. So we're going back to the last 10 Afghans. Yeah, we're going back to the last 10 Afghans, and the last 10 Afghans, the best place they have finished in the last 10. That is over a decade ago in 2015. They finished third. The recent strong one, you know, they finished in 2023. They came fourth. In 2017, quarterfinal. 2019, round of 16. And then the rest, you know what, the next? They miss the next 4 Afghan. They missed the next 4 Afghan. So, I don't know when since overnight, the DRC fans, they make it seem like this team, some big name players, is a superior team. You know how long this team don't beat Egypt and Ghana in a competitive space? The last time them win it, as them what them used to name, Zebra or Zaire, them beat Egypt in the semi-final. That was the last time the fraud them beat Egypt. So them still have just around the head-to-head, just like the Reggae Boyz have against some of the top teams, you know, in the CONCACAF region, where, you know, the Mexican, the US, you know, our head-to-head history isn't the best. But the fraud them head-to-head history in competitive games, it isn't the best with the top African teams. I'm African because their team is not all that. But I want to say this. So the last 10, they missed 4 of the last. They missed 4 out of the last 10, you know, Afghans tournament. 2000, and 17. No, 2015, third place. 23, fourth place. 17, quarterfinal. 2019, round of 16. And then, this one they get beaten against Algeria in the first round of the knockout round. Not good enough. And listen to this now. The last 10 World Cup qualifying cycle, the fraud them inner. Eliminate in 1990 in the second round. 1994, eliminate in the second round. 98, eliminate in the first round. Eliminate in the first round. 2002. 2006, eliminate in the second round. 2010, eliminate in the second round. 2014, eliminate in the second round. 2018, group stage, finished third in the final group stage. Yeah. 2022, lost in the final playoff round to Morocco. So I just since recently, them kind of get them act together. Where the superior team there? Where is the superior team? Me not understand. Where is the superior team? This team have make it probably over 50 years or 5 decades that we are on the same trajectory as two national teams fighting against history. I would have loved to see some of the DRC fans come here and tell me and look in my eyes and said that this team is a more superior team than the Reggae Boyz. It isn't. They just slightly have that little bit of edge. And if you look at the odds going into this game, it's so close. I think it's around 55 to 45 in favor of the African team, DRC. I just feel like this time around, our national team, we are going to get the edge. We are going to get the edge. If we can play at least 30%, 40% bit better than in that New Caledonia game, play as close to each individual potential, there's no way this team going to beat us. There's no way this team should get the result on the day. So Reggae Boyz fans, have some balls, wake up, believe, support. I know me can't understand with us as Reggae Boyz fans, yeah? On support Liverpool, Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal, City, go right down to the end. But as soon as the Reggae Boyz team facing some blip over the last years, yeah? I know it's been a long road, but before Mourinho came in, how long Chelsea now win a Premier League title? 50 years. Before Klopp, how long Liverpool now win a title for? 30 plus years. I want to still support the team up at England. Be patriotic. Have some little patriotism thing about it and support the team. Look how the fraud them come out and support the Congo. Come on and support the team. Give the team on the best support. At the last shot this. We not out yet. We know we're disappointed in the team have not given us the quality performance on the pitch. But bro, come out on us and support the team. Every day we support Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, and Arsenal, even when them dep on them fierce. I will never yet give up on them team. We never go England. More than 90% of us never go a match at England and watch them team. Not even when them a tour the USA. Some of us not even now buy the ticket. But Jamaica, they close to the heart. Support. Don't give up. We have one more shot. I know emotion get over on top of us a lot of times. And me, Uno as well, comment some stupid stuff. I come on here and talk some stupid stuff at times. Overreact. But, bro, at the end of the day, we all want this success. We all want this, bro. We want this, bro. We want it. I have never spent over $200 buy a United jersey. And I love United from afar. But, yes, when Jamaica lose, you can't take that away from my heart. You can't take that away from my heart. I've spent over thousands of dollars, close to 2,000 on Reggae Boy jersey over the last 4 years. Me love my country. Me will support my country. But somehow, Una fraud enough to lift up because una every day una say una in the midfield. But guess what? Before Mourinho, una support Chelsea. Before Klopp, una would kill a Man U fans of Liverpool at the best same way. But una kill a DRC fans in the comment section and run them way. I make you know say, yo, I want to know. And 1998 was the last time. When last you go to the World Cup when TV was in black and white. Una wasn't even named DRC, brother. Come out and support the team, bro. And sistering. I'm tired for see it now. The man them come and I chat and I say, oh, this, oh, that. Bro, we don't want the empty skimpy thing, brother. Come out and support the team. Let's give it our last. You know how much national team don't have a second bite at the cherry? How much national team don't have a second bite at the cherry? And I would love to hear you guys' reaction as well. You know, the link, you know, you come, yes, you're calling through, you know, the link is pinned in the comment section. You know, you can click it and click off the video and your audio will come through. So click the link and come on and have your say. Yeah. And seeing, big up.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, bro. What go on? What
Yeah,
says you?
yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know. We see the same thing we are saying. I see it. You understand? But the Jamaicans, they really believe in the team. You know, they will put it out there as well. The Congolese people, them, you know, I have to do a video on it. You know, they will call it chicken before they catch. You know, football is a very weird sport. You know, so all I can say, let's see what I'm late at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's going to be a ding dong battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ansi. Like these main top teams in Europe as a club franchise team, right? They feel miserable at times. They have their bad parts, but you know that us, you know, we love the team them in England. You know, we support them even when they're on them face. You know, look how much time Liverpool team come close, but you never yet hear a man say him nah get up and go watch Liverpool. Them the critique Liverpool as well. Them that critique the national team. You know, we never really, you know, watch them team, you know, in person. We not buy the ticket, we know probably visa restriction and stuff like that. But bro, if we have to give it the last chance. We have to give it the last chance, bro. And the fraud them are come out enough. The DRC fans them, they are coming out and talking about their team is better. They're going to give us 5-6. They are not superior. But guess what? I believe and the support. Them team have been failed miserable in major tournaments in the last 10 World Cup qualifier and African tournaments. But guess what? Them still are support. Them still are giving everything.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel the same thing that you're talking about. We support other teams more than we support our own. It's a very unique situation. You know, hard to explain. Maybe something that you have to go research and think of what is going on wrong. Why Jamaicans support, you know, overseas more than their own. You know, it's a big topic to look at.
Yeah, you're right. What you think about this DRC team though? Like, what you think? Because you know they have some good quality players, even though a lot of them are not in the tip of the farm of what they would like to be, you know, for their club. But what you think of like even their best starting 11?
Well, you know, earlier today I dropped a video, you know, talking about, you know, DRC Congo and their starting 11 that I think that they would start. So I can give you that on the formation. So for me, I think that they will, you know, line up in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 system.
Yeah,
you know, their backline, Mbemba at the back, he is a brick wall. So he is in the middle of the park, is the brain at the middle of the park for them. Bakambo up top, you know, a goal scorer that you don't want to give him any chance or a sniff at goal. They build their team based on physical strength, European experience. They're direct attacking football team. You understand me? But with all that said, they're not untouchable. They're a team that Jamaica can break down. They have weaknesses, and I will touch on that further down in my analysis. You understand me? So I can look at some of the players and tell their strengths and their weakness. You want to hear that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, before you get into that details of some of their strength and weakness, because I saw your video just as I was coming on here, but I want to get DJ Dean in. So DJ Dean, got you.
Yeah, greetings. And bless up yourself as well.
Big up.
Yeah, man. It's a historic day for us.
Yeah.
And Ricardo, I must say thank you so much for pointing that out to us. You see, we support others and other things except our own more than we support our own thing. And it's not that we don't have a footballing culture, because we have our club teams. As a matter of fact, we have other national teams and we support same way.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
But when it's for some reason, when it comes to what we should take proper ownership of, whether we want to call them Jamaica national team, whether we want to call them Reggae Boyz, whatever we want to call them, we choose to have such a critique about them.
Yeah.
That we're not supporters of them. But yet we are so vocal and so loud in every other space. And I'm not saying that we're not supposed to be criticized when criticism.
Yeah, we should critique.
You see? But we should have such a hunger and a passionate, they call it now, supportive system for our national teams.
Have that desire.
You see? You see what I'm saying? Then we have the clubs them that we season after season, we always go with them. World Cup after World Cup, we have other countries, whether Brazil or Argentina, Germany, however it goes.
Yeah.
Why we don't have that for the green, I must say red enough. The green, black, and yellow. You see what I'm saying? Green, black, and yellow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, in the previous game, I must say I was disappointed in the performance of the players, because I'm watching them at their clubs and I'm seeing where these players are performing for their clubs. And I understand that there's a difference most times when it comes to the national team. They don't get much time to practice with the national team. You see what I'm saying? That is how international football is. And we can't compare ourselves to other nations, because if you look at any other country, you can almost tell a good 10, 11, even the starting level without the team being picked. We know those players who are going to consistently be called for their national team. Bar injury, you see, so they have a cohesive group that has always been their core. You see, so they're much easier to perform together because they've been together than when you see ours come across. Your only person you probably can point to that is going to be a starter for Jamaica's national team is probably Andre Blake, if fit.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Everybody else is a chop and change, as we may call it sometimes. And sometimes that is no fault of our own. As we look at the past window, when I look at it, I say, but wait, Latibody never played. Injury. Leon Bailey didn't get to play. Injury.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah.
Demi didn't get to play. Injury. Casey Palmer didn't get to play the last game. Injury. You see what I'm saying? And it's not that we
so those players are like new signings. So these players are like a new signings for us at this moment.
Yeah, at this moment. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Even the game that we played against Curacao, for some reason, I don't know how the ball not going back in the net. The amount of time the ball hit the post, it's just a boy, I don't even know.
I don't want to go back to everybody hitting.
I don't want to go back, and let me tell the guys, I'm trying to take my emotions out of today. Trust me, I am trying to take, because this team are going to either raise my blood pressure, so I rebuke that anyway. But it is something that I no matter how upset I get, I still have to come back and give whatever support I can to the national team.
All your point, right, this Dean. I want to get Stefan. Stefan, you there?
Yeah.
I respect boss.
Respect, Bridget. Thanks for having me on the show, yo.
Yeah, man.
What I can say is, when you look back on a 1998 fan base, versus now, you see, because we are talking about the fan base. May I go back to the topic there, you know?
Yeah.
You have to really look on. There's a lot of things where we're not really taking consideration. Right now, you have to understand. Jamaica back then was a Brazil fan, like they used to love Brazil.
Yeah.
So even a young forward that we have with a ball at a 19-year-old will look like Ronaldo up front. That make people attracted to a team. And what more over years is that when we don't make it go out of World Cup, the government invest money in a program
Yes,
to make a country stand behind a team. So when you see all the people, back off now and then, are really in a war go on, are really because of the mental or the history of what we make up over years. So, but otherwise, that now the biggest situation now where we face when I say DR Congo, and then a given day we have to just work off a luck football work off a luck too. So we have to just.
But them go through their issues as well. With their federation, the government that run their country as well outside of football. So they have them issue. But it's like a lot of these countries, especially in Africa, they have this rich love, which I think we have this rich love for our country. We are pro-Jamaican, work with that every day, everywhere we go. But I think when it comes to specific reason, if you look at the green and orange, right, no matter what them do, you still going to see that support. You still going to see that band. And that's what we're just asking for. I know the football community isn't the biggest like other nation, but Jamaica, we know we have to unite because we are small.
I don't see it like that. And the reason why I don't see it like that, when we watch, I just, my age, I'm 32. So I was probably like 6 years old, 5 years old when Jamaica go World Cup. I'm going to look back on a match. I meet so much fans in a stadium on a qualifying match for USA. Qualifying match, in a USA,
You're right. But it is very small. It's not comparable, to like a Colombia playing a World Cup game in the US. You go back to even '94 with the Escobar situation. It's like Colombia, the World Cup at host. So I'm just saying the magnitude of how those countries support away and home close, especially on US side. It's number one. In the world,
if they will show up for Vibes Cartel and Alkaline, they will show up for Jamaica play World Cup.
That's what I'm saying, and if we can really package our thing around entertaining, just like how I think on November 18th, it was just a vibe. You understand? It was just a trending thing to be in the stadium, But I want you to piggyback on that, but I want to get Unseen. So Unseen, I go highlight some of the strength. Unseen, you still there?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man.
All right, so the main target players, the Bakambu and the Wesa, you can go through on some of their attacking players and their strength and weakness.
All right, so in the goal you have, the goalkeeper, Mpasi. He's a solid stat stopper, good in reflex. Plays in England, in Europe, France League. But his weakness is not able to, use the ball quick with efficiencies under pressure. So if we can, use our pressing triggers and pin him down, we can clinch one of those with the likes of Cephas and really take the match up there if you start Cephas or Tariq Campbell, anyone. You understand? We now move on now to the back line.
One question Unseen on the keeper. Do you surprise the keeper isn't that big of a stature? These African keepers usually have a big size, 6 foot 4, 5. Are you surprised if he's not that big of a stature of a keeper?
Yeah, he's not that big of a stature of a keeper. So I mean, like balls coming into the box should be a dangerous one. So we have to learn to square the ball. We're not squaring the ball a lot. Over the years, Jamaica always good, always want to square the ball, All of a sudden we like cut in and kick off a goal. We're not crossing the ball, crossing the ball a lot.
Yeah. So, all right, so the back four.
Yeah, the back four, in my opinion, I think Masuaku, Tuanzebe, Mbemba, and Wan-Bissaka will be in the back line.
Yeah.
Axel Tuanzebe is a former Manchester United player. Now he's in Europe.
Yeah.
Physical duels, his strength. Decision making under pressure, but he's weak. He has weakness. His decision making under pressure as well. So the goalkeeper and him have the same issue. Wan-Bissaka, very good 1v1. You understand me? So his weakness Well, you would say is not going forward and helping attack. He's not good in that. Helping in attack. But then he's very good defensively. So I think that Jamaica need to overload his area to get the ball progressing, you know? Overlap, inversion, stuff like that can help us in that area. Ricardo. Yeah. So Masuaku, he plays in Europe as well, Turkey, France level. His weakness, leave space behind. So he likes to go forward, leave a lot of space. So people like Bailey and Tyrese Campbell and Ronaldo Cephas supposed to can cook some good rice and peas or ackee salad. Go to the midfielder now.
Yeah, I think one thing the wing backs. I think what we can do is, you know, we have so many wingers in the team that, you know, very pacey as well. I think we can really use the starting wingers on either side, you know, to give us a lot of runs, you know, with those wing backs, because I don't think their first set of change will be to change the two wing backs. You know, it's like probably more likely the midfield or, you know, the attacking players. So I think maybe like two players that we know very good on the left hand side, Cephas and Mason Clark. I wouldn't really want to see both players, you know, start the game because of what Cephas can bring, and to wear down, you know, Wan-Bissaka legs, and to allow someone else to come on and run against him as well, more tired, not so fresh as, you know, minute one in the game, deep into the late 3/4 of that game. So I think we can do that on either wing.
Yeah. So the middle of the part now, Ricardo, Sadiki, Mukau, Mutusemeni. These are the players, and this is the era where I think Jamaica need to not try to disrupt their flow. This is where I think they are very strong. Player like Sadiki, you know, he's at the top level.
Man. Very good player. But I wouldn't say he's that real massive creative player, but can do a good job same in that department.
Mukau is physical presence, strength, break up play, weakness, limited creativity. You understand? So, you know, once we kind of take him out of the area in terms of, you know, drag him out of the zone. We may get space so can play the ball. And break the lines, you understand? That is one of our problem though. We don't like use our middle of the park. So here comes a problem for Jamaica. Mutusemeni plays in France, League 1, League 2 level. Strength, tactical discipline, weakness, can be slow in transition. Jamaica must move the ball fast through midfield. Yeah, that's what I say.
Seems like it's an impossible task right now. No?
Go look on the attack, you know. We have Wissa, Bakambu, and Banganda.
Banganga.
Wissa plays in the Premier League, Brentford. His strength, pace, plus movement. His weakness, though, he's not that always clinical in front of goal. Cedric Bakambu now. The main striker, experienced goal scorer. His strength.
Unseen? I don't know if unseen. All right. Before unseen forward back in. So one for here, Dean, before we go over to Stefan, you know, I want to get Dean reaction, you know, on this DR Congo team and some of the strength and weakness that unseen just details out to us. What is your perspective on what you're looking at this DRC team and how you think you really can get past this team?
All right, so thank you for asking, you see, and I'm glad that Unseen would have done his homework, which if he has done his homework, I would imagine that our technical team would have done their homework as well and come up with a strategic gameplay, and hopefully with the gameplay that we come up with and the strategy that we come up with, that we can execute on the day and nullify their strengths and take full advantage of the weaknesses that they produce. And most importantly for us is to finish our chances, to finish the chances that we create. And as the other person just mentioned earlier on, luck playing a football. So
Definitely.
we're going to need some luck on our side as well to get past this team. What I'm really looking for, apart from the strategy that we will come up with, I want to see the fight, the passion and the fight from our players to play for the badge. And this is a do or die game. So definitely with some of those weaknesses that Unseen would have pointed out, we know those things. If you watch some of these players, which most of them I really don't know that well, but we can definitely take advantage with the players that we have on our team, in our roster. We have very good players who can take advantage of these weaknesses. So I just hope that when we get the opportunities to do so, then we just finish the chances that we create. That is all we're asking for from our players. You see what I mean? Because we can, take advantage of the space leave behind from some of these the wing back who loves to attack. But then if we create chances and I finish them, then we're still, and we cannot give them any chance. We cannot fall asleep at the wheel, because even in the previous game that we had the other day with the guy that took that two long distance shot they took against us, one of them came off of a throw-in, which we fell asleep on that quickly after the I think it was a hydration break or something like that.
Yeah.
But we did not get set up. We did not set up quickly enough, and we fell asleep. And just like that, the guy was able to take a long distance shot at our goal. You see, and we cannot afford to fall asleep at all during this 90+ minute game. So we have to stay alert throughout and take our chances when they come.
Yeah. So before we go to Unseen, remember, Stefan, you're still there, right?
Yeah, still here.
All right. Yeah. So the same question would goes to you as well. What's your takes? On this DR Congo team.
Nick, mega shoot. DR Congo gonna go good. One Bissaka, I go struggle against a CFAS. Me a United, me support
Yeah.
United never keep him for a reason. In go West Ham and he still a struggle. West Ham on the brink are getting relegated. So there's no way Leon Bailey will perform for Aston Villa and a CFAS now with some speed can.
Hello? Seems like we lose. It's like we lose Stefan. Steph is still there? All right. So Unseen, you can piggyback on the last two players that you have left, to hold on. Stefan, you there? Steph? All right. So we're not Steph, come. You there? All right. Unseen, go through. Proceed, Unseen.
Yeah, so we did there one place and then just get cut off.
All right. So what you did attack and the two main players down we're supposed to talk about.
Strikers.
Yeah, you did attack. You speak on Wissa that is not that clinical. You take a bit of a chance to get one into the onion bag, and he's just as you're going to say something about Cedric Bakambu.
Okay, so Cedric Bakambu, their main striker, experienced goal scorer. His strength, finishing, and positioning. Weakness, he needs services. So if we can find a player who is going to service Bakambu and cut off the service, that's a good way of disrupting their flow in terms of getting goal. Goal in game.
Yeah.
Someone who's a speed can do that. She's find that person who always want to service. And the backline, have to remember that he's very good in positioning himself, runs up behind and stuff like that. Diagonal runs and so we have to always be mindful of that to cut him out and cut out the ball coming in that area. Now, Banganda is a direct winger, strength, dribbling plus speed, weakness, decision making. I think we have fast wing backs. So in Webster.
Yeah.
The other side now is tricky with the right side now. Either Free or that is the issue.
Maybe Lati. Yeah, one of them.
They should be Lati Bodier. Lati Bodier will win the ball and then pass it bad.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's pass, don't really go forward and go back to the centre back. And then to the midfielder, we'll go back to them centre back. Why we can't go play to the midfield and go forward? Always going back to our centre back. That's killing our game. And it's long ball, hope and pray. Not gonna work.
So I think that wrapped up that.
I have a question for Unseen real quick.
Hold on. One second, Nadeem, because we have somebody else, and we want to get him as well in the conversation. So, Sean, your time.
Yeah, man. Blessings, man.
All right, got you.
Yeah, so watch DR Congo play. Because watch Afghan, watch how them play in a qualifier. DR Congo play just similar like Jamaica. The only difference will come between, if difference I will split it at the end of the day, is individual talent. Who want it more? DR Congo is not this great football nation. We understand them have two players. One the soccer, in weaknesses, we come forward, but if he come back and get back in time, him struggling a lot. Because if you look even one player West Ham, you can't see. And that's the thing. Him have the pace and him very fast, yes, and him very strong. But him struggle when he get back at time. So all me see how we can do this is we have to play a compact and we have to try to hit them on the counter or move the ball very fast. Because if we move the ball slow, they might get back in a position and they might style fluid. So we have to can play a compact, win the ball and move the ball fast to go back up.
Yeah, definitely agree, with you. The more we can use the ball fast and try to play it, even break the lines a few times, and don't give them the opportunity and time and space once they go over in our half. We need to get pressure, on those players because, as I said, they have extra bit of quality individually more than a lot of our players, but the midfield, they will look good, but what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing on video footage of their fans speaking on the continent of Africa, that they have problem with their midfielders when it comes down to high pressure game and big moments. While we think that their midfield, they are much better, maybe because our midfielders are not that equipped like their midfielders. So I think there's quite a few flaws even in our game as well. He's that highly creative influence player, but when you're talking about getting the other job done of, recover, intercepting, running around, just the fitness of the player is exceptional well, and that and the energy of competing for 90 minutes and even beyond. This is what their midfielders will bring to the party. So it's going to be very tough and how we really wiggle room around those three midfielders. Before we get back to you, Sean, DJ Denis, you was asking Unseen something.
Yeah, I was going to ask Unseen if he noticed the movements of Lati in the right back position in the last game, that he mostly drifted, not only when he's inverting, but he mostly drifted to the center of the defense more so than take up a wider position in the right back row. Did you recognize that, Unseen?
Yeah, I recognize him dropping inside and King going out wide sometimes in moments.
And I think that has a lot to do with how he's playing now at his club, even though we know that he's a player who is capable of playing multiple roles. But I think even with the passes that you mentioned of not going on the channels and stuff like that, because I would have loved to see him link up a little bit more with some of the passes to TC down the line as well. But I realized that most of his play, he drifted more inside, and most of his passes were to the center backs or even to the CDM.
Yeah,
you want to intercept the ball Unseen. But all right, so Unseen, as I know, you have done some type of coaching course in Jamaica, and you're doing that at this moment, as a coach. But on a coaching standpoint, a team that is probably much fitter, more energetic, they showed in previous games, they record that, they will run the entire 90 minutes. How you deal with players like these, especially knowing that our midfielders, they are not competent even to deal with anything close to that. Or you must think the changes around?
I don't think that Congo can run 90 minutes more than Jamaica. I just think that our mindset, all right. So the mindset is, if we score, I will score 2 when it comes down to the last part of the game. All right, Congo, take the ball. Me defend. Our mindset is wrong, you know. That is our problem, our mindset. All right. Can we play? The space is in the middle of the park. Can we play to the middle? Rather than go side. You get what I say? It's not really about that. Because almost every team we play, when we score a goal and then come down to the last part, we want to defend. Defend. It's a big problem. Jamaica over the years.
So and that's one of the things I was going to ask, even unseen as a coach, observing these things. And we have several coaches that we have gone through. And I see the same problem with other coaches, regardless of the coaches that we do have. I see the same type of play. So you think it's a coaching instruction, or is this a way the players are trying to play?
I think we're not trying to change the how we manage games. Yeah, I think we just keep it simple and we focus more on the individual side of the players.
Yeah.
So I am at Lima, right?
Yeah.
So my players know that if they kick with the ball long with no pressure, I ain't in a situation, you know, you will come off of the field. You understand what I say?
So you're ruthless.
Kick the ball to the goalkeeper without under pressure in your back, or you turn and keep without no pressure, you know you come off of the field. Right? There are some no stuff that me don't want to see as a coach. And them know that.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? You set examples from practice matches and preseason. So when serious time comes, them know what time it is. So there are some things you want to see the ball go forward. Less risk in the danger area.
Opposition off.
Opposition team. You understand me? Keep the ball when there is no pressure. Pressure comes, you move the ball around them quickly. Get the ball in the danger areas. Keep the ball in their attacking third. Wait for the moment. You play the ball through. Take a shot off of the goal. Test the keeper. There's some little stuff that we are not doing, as coaches, as coaches.
All right, more ask a question, but more and give Sean. Sean was saying something. Go through, Sean. We soon get to Stefan in a bit.
Yeah. So when we watched the match the other day and we get the 1-goal lead, one of my biggest problem was Jamaica just drop back and it's like them have Calamity alone. I do the pressing. When I see the midfielder step up and help with the press. So with that struggle, that put Ukaran in some pressure, because when New Caledonia did that, them try play from the back and try so they can get the ball to the midfielder. And we just drop back and allow them to play as freely. And that did bring on some pressure to it. I feel like I'm tired to see that with Jamaica. Every time we score 1 goal, or every time we feel like we are playing against a team where we give them too much freedom to pass the ball. We need to start press man to man. We need to start pressing our group. We need to start you see, when Bobby come on and we start press them and keep them in them corner flag area.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I like, when all of the man them come and block out the passing lane them. So New Caledonia never have no passing lane. Them a struggle for fight. That's how Jamaica will press. But you can't have Kadamati alone a press four defender by himself. Them are gonna kill him up there with pass. And them
that happened in the Gold Cup. That happened in the Gold Cup with Warner Brown as well.
Yeah, and that is a thing Mr. Jamaica now fix. And if we are the spectator and see this, why the coach then can't see this and adjust it? Make the man them press as a collective group. Every big team in our world, they always press as a group. Bring up a defense, be brave.
Yeah.
Tell Pinnock to bring him backline up to the half line. Push the pressure upon them. Pinnock now come on him back like him a senior man. It's like him afraid for talk. Bring up your backline. Yeah. Push your midfielder them up more. And get your 6, the number 6 to be up in a freedom half. You know, number 6 of the on this half line. Why number 6 up on the half line? And that una press. Come on.
Yeah.
So
I
that's my
think
problem.
hold on. Who was that? Who just just speak a while ago? Was it Dean or Stefan?
I was gonna ask that wasn't me speaking.
Oh,
But I was
alright,
gonna mention even something
alright,
that Coach Algrim's not even quickly alluded to or mentioned, which is true. That you can't have a team press for the full 90 minutes. But to the point what the caller was just making a while ago, we have to have spurts in the game that we are pressing as a team. Because the one person pressing, as he pointed out, you go wear out Kadamatri, you go and wear him out and try to press by himself. As a forward, running around like that, it takes a lot of energy out of you. But we have to have periods in the game where we press, and there's a period every time we give yourself a break and kind of sit back and absorb some of the pressure, so to speak. But we can't have one man pressing. That is unreasonable.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe you guys have seen too. The quite a few times that Kadamatiri get in dangerous areas are because he's pressed by himself and the ball turn over. And the Caledonia team, if you put them under pressure, they can collapse under pressure, and it shows in a few moments. And I just think that we went into press, but then we ease up. So it's like it's a half press. And when you look at the front three, Mason and Campbell and Bailey through the middle, I think at times, Clark and Campbell was a bit too wide. I think they need to get in a little bit more press and then allow the fullbacks to push up. And then, the Karai and Isaac can squeeze a bit like 5 yards in more. Getting the gap a bit more closer. You can't have the gap between the two double pivot and the front three of 10 yards, 15 yards. Then when they break the line, and it happened a few times, then they be open in a big real estate place where they can do anything. So we have to give thanks that, this new Caledonian team wasn't, a team that equipped with a lot of qualities, because my goodness grace, it could have been chaos in that midfield. I want to hear, before I get to Dean, Stefan, you're still there? Because you was talking about...
Yeah, still here.
Yeah. All right, so you did that talk on the Bailey thing, because say I don't remember if you said Bailey was on Farmer playing good for Aston Villa. You can intercept the ball and say, oh, you can divert into that.
So more on that is basically, it's not necessarily more about the farm. It's more about the quality of player where you need on the field to play against a DR Congo.
Yeah.
So not that Campbell can't do the job, because I saw some good stuff from him in the last match, but when you go around the community now, we are here different situations where they're saying that Bailey now has to step up, and if he doesn't step up, he should retire if he doesn't get deliver for us right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of harsh on him, because there's different situations within the camp of the JFF and everything, and that's a whole different situation. But now it's more of a thing where we should be coming, basically getting together now to support him to be able to deliver for us. And one of the things that I see is that in the last game, I don't know if Rudolph's speed was more on a tactical side of like trying to make sure that if the game had to go to extra time, he would have his quality players on the field. Because if you realize, it was the senior man them come on after, no?
Yeah.
So
he
put on he put on his workers them, and then a low come on, Bailey come on. The only person that was left to come on to be able to create a good change was Cephas. And maybe it might be possible to say Speed go with a similar setup again. Hope you don't underestimate too much DR Congo, because a lot of the caller before now just saying, we need to be pressing. And then the caller said, we can't press for the whole game, but we need to be pressing from the front, because how the greatest possibility for us to win the match and then bring back the thing of luck is us putting pressure on them where they lose the ball in devastating areas for them. Yeah. So we can take advantage of that and score goals. And we have clinical finishers up front, because they're doing it for their respective clubs. Leon Bailey never reach because he can't score a goal.
Yeah.
He's a goal scorer. So it's just a matter of
finding
playing
back
the
that
system.
confidence.
Yeah, playing the system to his strength so he can deliver. And if sometimes I wonder if Speed no want him look too good because he have the whole situation with Butler. And if
No,
Bailey
I don't think so.
look
No, I
too
don't
good.
think so. No,
But
no, I don't
I
think so.
think as a Jamaican, he just want the country to go to the World Cup too. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it is like even with the midfield, last match with the midfield, what I would say is that there's nobody in our midfield that me respect on a level where I'm saying, hey, you know, you can hold the ball and you can pass it, and me respect you for hold the ball. We can look for move the ball fast, but there has to be patterns. Just simply, you watch a Brazil tactical setup.
Yeah.
How they're preparing for their matches right now, and they have different routines that they're doing and drills. And you see a defender go to a midfielder, and you see the midfielder look how they're going to put in a striker or a winger. And I don't feel like we have developed a lot of midfielders that in that on that level to be able to perform like that. So we have to use the wings, and we have to use our centre backs to be able to put in the wingers, because it seems like the centre back them can pass the ball better than the midfielder them, because that them look more Pinnock. You see Pinnock kick up the ball more to the back line for Campbell run on to it, or a King kick up the ball. King felt asleep because he didn't see any runners up front. You know? That's why I'm lose the ball. You know? And he shouldn't have.
But he have to take accountability, because he have also aware that there will be players, coming.
Yeah, man. But it's just, he has to be able to know to read the game. But sometimes you wonder if it goes back to the game plan that Mr. Speed came up with, because he had 5 players that he could have passed the ball to around him.
You're looking at
he had a lot more to his side and everything. So it's just more of a thing. Like when I have a more I'm looking at this from where it's more on the coach for this game for Jamaica. The coach has to have a good setup to make it work in the players' favor so they can deliver. And that's where I rest my case with this team, because we can always say who can play the midfield and everything, but when the game starts and its roster is already picked, it's all come down to if it plays in the if the setup plays in the players' favor.
Yeah.
And if that works out, and hopefully we have a striker who run like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
Because we need runners up front where them are pressure, especially. When we give DR Congo too much respect is where we're gonna lose the game. DR Congo has to be on the DR Congo has to be worried about a Cephas running in behind or a Leon Bailey.
So you want us to ask questions from the opposition?
You have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. And if we don't ask questions, what we shouldn't do is get too caught up in asking questions, because what they'll do is use our own probably game plan back on us, because what means that they will probably sit in back now and then hit us on a counter, because they have the qualities to be able to make sure that they're not doing New Caledonia, miss 10 chances.
All right. Want to give some other man, piece of the ball game as well. So we want to ask them question, but the productivity I got in at the onion bag. So all right, so we're gonna start with Dean, then Unseen. No, we're gonna start with Dean, then Sean, and we're gonna close off with Unseen, because I want to get something done and come back on here. So Dean, you go first, then Sean, then Unseen will close up.
The productivity?
No, man. Just your last part around, and even wrapped up what Piggy and what Stefan just said. I will give you 2 minutes, Stefan 2, and then Unseen will close off for the next 2.
Yeah, man. To be in the position that we are right now, to have another opportunity to qualify, it's a blessing. And I said we had so many chances at the office against Curacao, and for some reason the ball didn't find the back of the net. Unfortunately, so And we have another chance. And I was hoping that the players who are there now, given the chance, regardless of who starts, who comes in to finish, we need to see the commitment from the players. And there are several opportunities, times we can go back, I should say, and see what the team have produced under pressure. And one of the most memorable one in close history would have been the one against Canada. So we know that the players and the majority of those same players are in the same team. And regardless again who starts, who comes into finish, we just need to play and play throughout the entire game. Whether we go one up or we're down by one or however the case may be, we need to see the passion and the fight from the team to know that we have been given this opportunity once again. And we just need to go out there and do our best. That's what we're doing. Hopefully the coaches are instructions are followed. Hopefully get the right game plan together as well. And we just do what we can do to make our nation proud. And we as the supporting staff out here, we just need to continue to cheer on our team. And as we go into this game today and even future games to come again. You know what I mean? So, Unseen, thank you for your analysis as well, the breakdown of the DR Congo team and all the panelists who are also on here. And those are in the comment section. Blessings, and we look forward to celebrating with the team come this evening. And all the best to you. God bless.
Yeah, man. Blessing, Dean, and much respect for your support. All right. Sean, got you.
Right, yeah, hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here, man. Got you.
Yeah, so basically all I want to say is want the manager be brave enough to pick the right guys, getting feelings out of it, pick the right guys to go up on the field. Want the players them to be confident enough to know us to listen. We are the best, we're better than them, we can do it. We just have to do it as a team. We can't do it on our own. Everybody have to press together, everybody have to defend together. We have to learn, we have to put the chances away, and we have to understand that the nation need this more than anything right now. The nation need to see Jamaica on the football map. You understand? We are a nation of pride, our people full of pride, and we not like embarrassment. And not making it to the World Cup is like a big embarrassment, especially when Carousel make it, to make it. So we need for represent, and we need to come out strong and believe in ourselves. Because if we don't believe we can do it, then we are already defeated. So
yeah,
we are hope for the best, and they are go watch and cheer the guys demand.
Yeah. All right. Blessing, as usual, much respect, contribute your insights in around the game and DRC and the Reggae Boyz team. But all right, we're gonna close off, wait Unseen in the next 7 minutes. Unseen, before you get into what you want to say, I want to ask this, and I know Ruda Speed is deeply enrolled with the coaching course. I know the coaching come in and learn and know to carry out, a coaching method of controlling a team, in game, controlling people, players' mindset and stuff like that. Do you believe in that a coach like the time that Ruda Speed have on his hands at this moment? Because every coach have the same time and international duty. You think that it is fair that all the fans them grading him as well as he needs to come in and change it quick as possible? How fast a coach really can flick the switch coming into a team that they have never taken part in before in terms of in this head coach management? How fast you think he can turn the switch? Unseen, you there?
Yeah, when people say talk about speed, and the workload and the amount of things they have to do and stuff like that, it's not going to be easy,
Yeah.
But it is a job that me thinks I'm sure take it a long time. From the time when I have McLaren, and I think that's where we made the mistake. And then we make a mistake again at the World Cups, bad performance under Grimson, then under
advisor,
then under McLaren, and then in doing the thing. So
Yeah.
all that's over into the World Cup, which if you take it over from then, we would have got a World Cup and crown him king long time. What I mean, him have a harder task, and which Jamaican coach would like to control the team, especially when it comes on to two knockout games. That would be speed. You know.
Yeah.
But
how quick you think he can like flick the switch off, implant his tactics around his team, so we can see a blueprint of a team game. I know it's going to be hard, getting minimal days, but I think you think he can really flick the switch. You think he get enough time between the Caledonia and the DR Congo game to really implement something that we can even see some courage and desire and the passion and the pitch and with end product as well. God, that is important.
Yeah, I think flipping the script, it's not easy, It's not easy. It's what the boys do on the field. You're going to give them instruction, but it's what the boys do on the field. And I think you start out well with discipline. Make letting the players them know that, hey, no matter your name, if you don't abide by the rules and regulations, you're not going to play. I mean, you end up behind the bench. So I feel him start out on a good note. Discipline, because Jamaica didn't have discipline. And I think it's just a matter of time for us to start to play good football if we continue on this path.
Yeah. So this game, right? Let's hold that. Steph, you have something you want to say, because I still see you lingering, and you want to have something to say on how quick you think a coach can really flip the switch in these moments in international duty in terms of the magnitude of these two games.
Yeah, I think the New Caledonia game, it would have given my insight of what the players, what players have the quality that he's looking for. Yeah. And he would have picked his 11 today based on things that he saw and things that they've worked on over the last couple of days. And I don't feel like it's more like a full switch, because, of course, the players have to follow his instruction. But definitely, there will be major changes as far as how we probably play different versus Caledonia team.
Yeah. So you're expecting to see a much better, close to complete game.
Yeah, because they've spent a couple of days together. So and these are professional players. Remember, now we're talking about Premier League level players where they know how to follow instructions, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be playing where they're playing. So when you go back to a coach, especially like a Speed, that has had success, I definitely think they would have grasped some type of information to be able to know the system he's trying to play. And I don't think he'll choose a bad system, because he's known as to be a winner. So as much as we can hate how the federation is run, he's a coach that brings results, or have a history of bringing results. And even though they played bad, they still won the game. And that's always a good thing. Yeah. So let's look at the positive and go into the next game. Hopefully it's the right setup. The players have to show fight, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, man, bless. I just feel like, having a new coach, coming against to coach some of these top professional players. Yeah, it's going to take a time, and you'd love to have more days with them, but I think it shouldn't take too much of a time to to implement some level of organization, some level of discipline, on the pitch. Just getting the shape, making sure that players have their instruction, their details and work, cut out for them, so everybody understand, their different roles, in our team. So him can do all of that and get it right in the dressing room, but the players, them, my goodness, them have to show something tonight. We don't want to hear nothing. Only get a second bite at the cherry. We could see our national team played against Curacao, wasn't fighting in that great. Yeah, we create some opportunities, but we never really see that real passion on the pitch and the end product of productivity, to get the ball in the back of it, because people ask for Dixon. I heard the former Gensek talk about Dixon. I love to him being the team because of his traits. But if you don't have the end product, that now go nowhere.
Yeah.
You get what I say? If you don't have the end product of getting the ball where it's supposed to be, so you can change the scoreline, hard on your sleeve, passion, commitment, the desire, that now have nothing to do with it. That can merge with end product, and if you can combine that together, then you will have a better game.
Yeah, the one thing we're trying to do is stay positive, but the one thing I could have identified is that we have key players, but we just don't have a core, and the core would be the midfield. If you look back, why we were so successful in a 1998 World Cup qualification is because we have a man like Theodore Whitmore, which was really stringing passes left and right from in the middle of the park. So, for example, if we don't have a dictator like that to be able to move through the midfield with strength, is just one of those things where that's the biggest thing that we lack. And even making it to the World Cup is one of the things that we're going to focus on, because if let's just say when we win today, and we go to the World Cup, one of the main concerns for me is just being embarrassed on the world stage to where you look like nothing, and then a lot of the players don't get a look in anymore because of the performance that they put on in a World Cup, because that's going to be a world stage. As much as they might get money and everything, embarrassment to a nation is a whole different thing. So with that being said, World Cup would be better all the time, but we still, that midfield situation is just the main thing for me, because if we had a midfield and even one player that can string some passes,
that'd be a big difference.
Would that be a big difference?
Sorry. So much respect, Steph. Try to come back here and again in the next couple of hours. So, Reggae Boyz fans, bless up on yourself, people. Come out and support. We get disappointed so many times. And nothing if Jamaica break our heart again. We don't have multiple women in the past break on the heart and still get woman money. So come out and support the nation. Reggae Boyz, we say, support the team, and that's all we have to do. We have one last dance at the party. One last dance, and Road Speed, I forget the one up the ding dong. I hope Speed play that song in the dressing room, One up. You understand? I said I'm leaving, man. I think someone trying to get here and give their opinion, but if we could leave it, until later, Coach Sinclair, I think you have to bounce out and come, forward back in. I think it says device not connected, so I'm gonna have to kick it from the studio and then you have to return. But catch you guys later. I really have to run, bless up on yourself. War, the man said, big deal, Leng. Big up yourself. War with the blades. Yeah, people. Bless up on yourself. Much respect goes out to you. On your way out, smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. On your way out, smash the like button. Smash the like button, people.